Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Alright guys, got another cool little video for you here. So my wife wanted a tiller. We rented one the other week because we were doing some tilling outside, but she still needs to do some more. Our old gas powered tiller, having issues with it. Problems with the seal and stuff. Gasket for the engine, it's leaking, it won't stay running right. So she was online looking, she found this one here. There is a corded one that this company makes, Earthwise. But this is a battery powered one, and this is the smaller one. They have larger ones than this. This one has a 20 amp battery that comes with. I think they have one that comes with two 20 volt batteries, and then they have another one that it's a 40 volt battery, and that's I believe that tiller's a little bit bigger, but the prices for them are close to 300. I think 289, 250. This one here was originally $135.99. It's on sale right now for $99. It is made by American Lawn Mower Company, and the name of the company is Earthwise. It's an American company based in America, but this product is made in China. So just keep that in mind when you're getting it. That's where that's where it's built at. Part number for this is TC70020IT. Again, it does have a cushion grip on it. It comes with 120 volt battery. It's a 2 amp hour fast charging battery. I guess it should come with a charger as well. Cutting depth for this is 6 inches, and the width of the two blades on the front of it says that it's 7.5 inches wide. So we're gonna go ahead, we'll open it up, we'll see what's all involved with putting it together. We can measure the blades, cutting depth blades. We can measure and get a width of that just to double check it. We'll charge it up and we'll try it out and see how long one battery will last you. And just in case you're looking to get cheap tiller battery powered that really anybody can use. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and I'll get set up. We can open this thing up. Go ahead and see what's inside the package here. Here's the handle. Makes it on the table. Here's the top of it and some instructions. This must be the battery and the charger that it comes with. Now here is a cheap kind of charger for it here. It's kind of like a Walmart charger. Really basic charger, and then the lithium battery. Comes with three look, it's charged up 3 bars in there. It's kind of LEDs are kind of way down up in there. It's a 2000 milliamp battery. Okay, so there's that. Put that down here. Then for the owner's manual for that. All right, get that out of the way. Here is the head of it, or the main part of it there. Here's where let's go ahead and get everything opened up. Get all the plastic off everything. Let me go ahead and we'll get everything, all the plastic off, and then we'll go ahead and look at the instructions. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to measure this front of this cutting blade. So there's basically four blades, 2 on each side, width to width. I'm getting 7 1/4. Right there is 7 1/2. So maybe if you're measuring by this the center axle here, you might be able to get 7 1/2. It does say 7 1/2 on the front of it also as well. And it says it goes 6 inches deep. Let's just measure from top of this to the bottom of this is 6 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom here. So I guess you got an extra 1/2 inch right here, so it's probably a 6 inch wheel, 6 inch cutting surface. Yes, so the blade itself is 6 inches. And to mount it, you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver. I brought some sockets out just in case. It's not a whole lot to it. You got these two wing nut things here with handles on them, and like I said, got this bar here. Got a hole in the side here. This here goes through. And get this in here. And there's a plug here at the bottom. You got a plug here on this, and it's actually got a little V groove here, so you can't you shouldn't be able to mess up putting this in. So the V groove goes towards the back like this. So it goes like that, slides in nice and easy. And then for the bottom, you're going to need this piece here and these two, I guess they're Phillips type screws here. And they are going to screw into this plastic piece here that goes into the side. If I can show you guys that or not. A lot of glare off of this. These pieces go through the middle of that. There we go. Should snap in. And then we'll go back on this side and we'll put our two screws in. I said I'll just snug it down until it gets tight, and then just give it a little extra. You don't want to tighten down this over much because it's threaded right into that plastic piece that you snapped on the other side. So it's just plastic, so you don't want to go too tight on it. I can feel that thing draw in as I tighten it up. So here's what it looks like after you tighten it up. Should sit flush. And then the center piece here is where you're going to have your two wing nuts. This clamp here, and it's got this piece on it here. It acts like a point where you can tighten it down to any wherever direction you want to lock it into. Like I said, some of these things you could see them like this would be like a metal piece here, but this one's plastic, so like I said, be careful with it. Like I said, just it being plastic, it can wear out a whole lot easier than if it wasn't plastic. And you can, like I said, you can put that in there and adjust it where you need it. Like you said, you got one wing nut here, it goes through the middle to hold it together, and then you got a wing nut that goes through here that you can set your handle on this thing wherever you're going to need it. So to do that, you're going to have to put this piece on first, like that. And you're going to want this facing up, not facing down. So we'll push that up on there like that. I believe that's going to have to go up here somewhere, and this goes in the middle. Make sure we got everything right. Alright guys, so I was just checking this piece here. Up here, the handle here, sorry, got a groove right here. This piece here, if you guys can see it, there's a groove right here. This groove has got to sit inside this groove. I was noticing when I was putting it on there, this thing was spread out a little bit too far wide, and that's because it wasn't sitting in this groove. So I guess you got about a 6 or 7 inch gap here where you can adjust this handle where you can get it what you want, or get it where you want it to go. And when you're putting this thing together, it does have a place for the hex to go to. So we just go ahead, and you just slide your screw through the bolt hole here, and here's your handle. Use that to tighten this center down, and you just snug that up. Ain't got to make it super tight. And then for the top here, same thing with this one. You do have a spot here for the head of the bolt. There's the Oh, hold on, we got the wrong one here. Hold on. All right, guys. So I already messed up. We've got two these wing nut here, but they're both wing nuts are different. This one has got a round one with a place here where it's fitted for a certain thing, and then this one here's got a bolt head. The piece here for the handle actually has a head bolt for the head for the bolt to go deep recess inside, and then for the handle here, it's actually got the square cutout of the bolt so that it can go. You guys can see that can go through there and get in there. So this one goes on this one like that. Like I said, I had that backwards. Yeah, this one goes here. And as you tighten that up, that will draw the bolt in, and it should sit flush like that. Then for your handle, I'm going to leave it right there. Like I said, this one here, it's got a spot for the bolt right here to go through it. And you're going to just put that through like that. Trying to line this up like that, and then the wing nut goes on the back of this one. Like I said, you shouldn't need any no tools for this. The only thing you're going to need is one Phillips screwdriver. I brought sockets out just in case, but I didn't end up needing the sockets. This whole thing, these plastic wing nuts are pretty simple design. Okay, so there's that, guys. I got the battery charged, and once the battery's charged up, we'll go ahead and we'll try it out, and we'll see battery life, how much battery this thing's going to last. Alright, guys, so I just had it charging for a while. The charging light went up, all 4 bars lit up, but like I said, once I took it off the charger and go and you hit it, you only see 3 lights. So for whatever reason, it doesn't light up to that 4th light after it's getting charging. I don't know if that's a defect or whatnot. It's been on there for about 2 hours, and it had 3 bars on it when I started. So also, guys, there is a locking trigger here on the handle. Is another one of the features here. You got a lock here on the trigger. If you want to turn it on, you're going to have to push the lock over. And like I said, it's just the on and off switch here. It's not variable speed. It's not a variable speed trigger or whatnot. So it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go ahead. We'll get it set up. I'm going to do along my chicken coop here, along the fence line here. We'll just see. It's about 30 foot long. We're going to do along the side here, and we'll just see what the battery life is after. I'm going to get the camera set up. Like I said, we'll do a little bit of tilling right here on the fence. A little bit. I'll do a little bit more here. Do it about halfway down this fence here. Keep going with it. As you see, it's not very loud either, so you can actually have a conversation with somebody while you're using it. And it looks like there is a heat sink where it'll shut off if it gets too hot. So that's probably about 20 feet. Let me go get a tape measure. We'll measure how long it did before it shut off. All right, so I got a tape measure here. Let's see how long of a piece I did before it stopped working here, or keep shutting off. It's basically 11 feet, so it did an 11-foot spot. Well, I guess 7.5 inches wide, so whatever it is wide, so 7.5 inches wide. Let's check the battery and see, check how much life is left on the battery. And the battery still has its 3 bars in there, so I think it's an overload inside the motor that's causing it to shut off. So let me go ahead, we'll plug it back in and we'll give it one more try. The battery still has plenty of life left in it though. Let me go ahead, let's go back and get the owner's manual out and see if there is an overload for this tool. Also guys, I tried some of my other batteries, see if my DeWalt or maybe a Milwaukee battery, none of them other batteries will fit. I was looking to see if online if there's an adapter where you can hook a different adapter to it, where you can hook different batteries to it. So I will also put that in the video as well, whether it you can if they make an adapter for it where you can hook other batteries to it. Try to save some money on batteries. Alright, so I just looked through the instruction manual and everything else. It doesn't say anything about there being a thermal overload, but there has to be one because, like I said, I just did basically 11 feet, almost 12 feet here, and it once it got here, it started shutting off. So I don't know if it's that or if there's some kind of torque spec on it or torque where it'll cause it to shut off too. But like I said, it was working pretty well. It wasn't having a hard time going through the ground. It has plenty of power, like I said, just as far as shutting it off. But I might call the service number and we'll see what they have to say. Okay, so I just got off the phone with the Earthwise company here. They told me that it should not be doing that, shutting off after the first second. He said there's probably a wiring issue down here inside the head of the unit. He told me I can either go back to Amazon and request a replacement, or I can put a warranty service thing in with them and they'll send me out a new unit. So I will see what my wife wants to do. I'll keep you guys informed of what's going on with this. But as of right now, if you know, he said there is a thermal overload on it too. So that was confirmed that there is a thermal overload to shut it off, but it shouldn't be activating within the first call. I'll say it wasn't even a whole minute that I was tilling with it till it stopped working. So you said it shouldn't be doing that. So I will keep you guys informed with what's going on with that as well.
Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Matthew 29:19. Alright guys, I know it can be a little daunting sometimes to go and share your faith with someone when I know that you don't do it a lot or you haven't really done it. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get sharing it with people. But I just pray that if you haven't heard the word or don't know the word, I pray that you would just seek Jesus, read his word, talk to someone, join a local church, and just get to know him. But that's it, guys. I wanted to say thanks and God bless. Have a great day.